So what's a common question that you are often asked in the office, or a recently common question that
this week I think it's been about induction. So again, induction. Yeah. So induction is putting someone into labor when she's not ready. And there are certainly medical indications. And also a recent study which has suggested that induction for the first-time mom at 39 weeks may decrease the C-section rate. So you have all these first-time moms in their 20s and 30s who actually like being induced at 39 weeks. The problem is this. Uterus that is a little larger than a lemon is just a muscle. And if you compare it to that other part of your body, the heart, with 4 chambers, 4 valves, very complicated vessels, we know so much about our heart, right? We know every millimeter of that heart. With the uterus, it's like a mystery box. It's mostly muscle, but we don't really understand our uterus. So for me, unless there's a clear indication, I don't induce labor. So when patient often says, tomorrow I have to induce a patient because tomorrow, this first-time mom, will be 42 weeks. Meaning tomorrow, 2 weeks ago, she was due. And once you get to due date, I see patients every 2-3 days to make sure the baby is well and mother is well. We check amniotic fluid once a week to make sure their fluid level is normal, and waited 2 weeks. And this young lady was very relaxed about it. She didn't want to be induced, but I told her tomorrow, even for me, it's time to go in and we'll start a process. I checked her today or yesterday. Her cervix was not ready, meaning her cervix felt like soft like your lips rather than tip of your nose, but it still was thick, hasn't been thinned out. So I couldn't put a finger into her cervix, so it's not ready. So she'll get a medication by mouth every 4 hours, misoprostol or Cytotec, that start the chemical breakdown of the cervix to make it thinner, maybe open up a little bit. Sometimes by itself can put one into labor. And they may take us 12 hours or 24 hours. And hopefully there'll be enough change where we can start pitocin to cause contraction. So that induction, the main thing is, induction is not an exact science. It's hit or miss. Yep. So this week I happen to have few people who are like either beyond their due date, uncomfortable, whatnot, and it came up more than a few times. And my answer is namaste, patience, relax. And of course, what do I know? I mean, I'm a guy. So what do I know about having that 30, 40 pounds in your belly? And, can you imagine that Poland water spring, when it's full, it's 40 pounds. Can you imagine holding that and squatting down to do your number 1, number 2, getting into your car, getting onto a bed, getting out of bed? I'm sure we can't do it. But in time, usually, people go into labor and things happen. So induction has been brought up.
That's a great, that's just a great comment you made about, and you know way more than I do about this stuff. And comparing the heart versus the
right?
uterus. That's a great. I'm sure there's a lot of information out there, but so many different uteruses, right, and different musculature, and we have 1 or 2 or 3 medicines you're throwing out there that help you with this process. But what's the effect on the uterus, depending on the shape and the thickness and the this? And that's a lot of.
Isn't it crazy? For 30-some years, we don't know any better.
Wow.
And think about, so 30-some years I've been doing this, nothing has changed. We don't know any better. We still don't know how to start labor. We don't know how to stop labor. We can't predict it. But at the same time, the world of GYN has come from opening everyone's abdomen to robotic surgery.
Which you do.
So that's why I say obstetrics, it's just, it's a mystery to me. So I say 2 things over and over to my patients. I'm sorry, and I don't know. I say that over and over. I'm sorry, I don't know.